Greetings, gamers. So, I don't know what the fuck I really want to talk about, nor do I know what fucking direction I'm gonna be going in this little video here. But I just want to, like, kind of riff here and just kind of let my thoughts flow naturally. So I'm gonna be jumping around all over the place, and I'm not gonna apologize for that. I'm just, fucking schizophrenic. So, that's what happens when you don't take your fucking meds. Anyway, so I've had my YouTube channel for a while now, and I never really knew what to fucking do with it, and that always kind of like irritated me. As you obviously, if you can see on my channel, that the last video I uploaded was like a musical edit loop, and the last time I fucking streamed was like, 3 to 4 fucking years ago. So yeah, that's kind of fucking retarded of me. But on the bright side of this, there's been a game called Beta Decay. It's been in development for a while now, since I think 2022, 2023 maybe. It's been in development for a few years now, and I've always kind of kept tabs on it. What my plan is here is that I don't know, the developer or developers are, I think they're aiming for a release this year, and what my plan is I want to base my channel around that game, because if you look into it, I'm not going to get into the whole nitty-gritty of it, but in a nutshell, it has like, obviously first-person aspects to it, first-person shooter aspects to it, real-time strategy, role-play. It's like a mishmash, hodgepodge of all kinds of fucking genres mixed into one. And it's got like a PS1, PS2-esque feel to it. It's really fucking cool. If you haven't looked up gameplay of it, you should. It's being developed and published by Rotoscope Studios. You can go to rotoscopestudios.com for all kinds of information on this game. They have like a whole roadmap, a whole devlog, everything. Like half of the game right now, at least 75%, like at most 75% of it right now is like completely developed or is in testing phase right now, which is good. So it's looking good this year for right now for a potential release. But the reason why I'm making a point to all this is that when it comes to YouTube and content creating, I never really understood, or, well, I shouldn't say understood, I never knew which direction I wanted to fucking go. I wanted to go all over the place, but you just end up spreading yourself too thin. So I think what my game plan here is that I'm going to stick to Beta Decay, this one game, because no matter how many times I looked at wanting to do different games, either other people have done it before and have done it with better production quality, or it's been touched on by just bigger channels entirely, and it's been done over and over again to the point where the entire platform of YouTube is just saturated by it. So yeah, that's kind of what I'm getting at here, because obviously, since I have no fucking audience right now, I have gone through a lot of iterations with my YouTube channel. When I first made my YouTube channel when I was a fucking kid, and I'm pushing through my late fucking 20s now. I have almost a few more years here, and I will have obtained Unk status. Oh well. Oh god, I remember the 2000s. Anyway. So, I digress. So, when I first created my YouTube channel when I was a kid, I did like shitty Lego animations and whatnot, and then throughout, as I just kind of like did a little bit of that in 2013. And then, as the years went on, I uploaded again, and I did like a 5-episode series of me and my friends like doing this parody of Filthy Frank cooking, or whatever the fuck. We were just making like disgusting shit and eating it when we were doing this in high school, and it was like more for our own entertainment really than anything else. Obviously, all those videos are gone now. They've been deleted for a multitude of fucking reasons. Now what you see currently on my channel that, so the last live stream I ever did was obviously 3 to 4 years ago. I hosted a Tekken 7 tournament for me and my friends. Over 3.5 hours long. It was good. I did a little highlight video on that if you want to go see it, whatever. Don't ever expect another fighting game tournament to ever pop up again. It was kind of like a one-off thing. And then, like, there was one, I think it was like 5 or 6 years ago that I did like a 24-hour live stream of Deep Rock Galactic. And obviously, fucking YouTube didn't process that at all. So it's just like gone to the ether, thrown into the void, never be fucking seen again. Which, whatever, that's fine. I've always wanted to get into content creating, but either I don't have the time, or when I do have the time, I'm spending it elsewhere. I would like to at least dedicate a little bit of portion of my time in my life to just content creating now that I have a little bit more free time here. And base it around Beta Decay. I will be doing update videos when it comes to news on Beta Decay, so I will actually be regularly uploading when news or information comes out about it. I'll be following the roadmap closely. I think I'll put a link in the description of the website I'm talking about, so it'll make it a lot easier for people to understand what I'm talking about. The link will be in the description below. But this is pretty much my plan. I also know of one person that does have a YouTube channel who kind of like uploads on and off too. The nice thing about Beta Decay is that it actually will come with multiplayer. I don't know if it's upon release or it'll be worked in later, but it does have single player and multiplayer. So I would like to play. I'd like to play with that individual, but I don't know. We'll see. Nothing is written in stone right now. I just really want to try and get back into content creating. I want to get back into YouTube, and I want to do this for fun. Because for the most part, when my free time isn't spent elsewhere, I'm just sitting in front of my computer, just playing games and dicking around with my friends on Discord. So that's pretty much it. But I think in the meantime, in between doing what I want to do, like with Beta Decay, because that is going to be my whole channel. Once Beta Decay gets released, I'm going to be live streaming it and making videos on it. That's what my channel's pretty much only going to be about, is Beta Decay until whatever fucking reason. Hopefully I can, actually have enough self-discipline in this regard to actually dedicate small amount, like just small amount of time, just little incremental amounts of time I can into actually doing this, and it'll eventually add up. It'll all add up in the end. But when Beta Decay does get released, that's the one thing that I know a lot of YouTubers aren't going to be doing. Very few of them are going to be actually dedicating their whole YouTube channel to just playing Beta Decay and just following the development as it goes along. I have a lot of, obviously, I'm not going to set the bar too high for this game, because it's either one person or a small amount of developers developing this game, and for what they have planned, it's insane. It's almost like too big for them to handle. It's like too much. It's like almost too much for them to handle once you grasp the scope of what they're trying to get at and what they're trying to implement into this game. But that's what makes it a lot better, I believe, because when you have more goals to achieve, the higher the bar gets raised on their own terms. So I'm not expecting too much upon release, because it's going to be released in early access. And even though, yes, I know I've played plenty of early access games that just, say what you will about we're basically paying to beta test the game. I understand that. Because I've been burned plenty of times on that regard. But when it comes to this game, I've been watching. This is like the only game I've watched with really, whatever you want to say. I've watched this game very closely. I've kept a keen eye on the development of this game ever since its like pre-alpha release trailer in 2023. And when I looked at what was going on with this game, I'm like, this is extremely interesting, and I would love to see all the plans of this game come to fruition. And I would like to be a part of the development cycle as well, in some way, shape, or form, just playing the game and giving my feedback. So, because I myself, I hate AAA developers now. Like, the modern slop they produce over and over again, and then the same communities that bitch and moan about it just eat the same plate of shit over and over and over and over again, and it's like, you're just fucking doing this to yourselves. So I've steered away entirely from AAA development and AAA games entirely. I don't care for them anymore. I am more inclined to support indie developers now more than ever, and I feel with Beta Decay, once you've researched and once you've visited the website or you've gone on YouTube and there's YouTubers explaining what is entailed for this game and what it's all about, obviously you're going to be skeptical, as I was at first, but then when you understand how they're approaching this is entirely different from a AAA perspective. This is an indie perspective, so they're taking careful amounts of time to get this right. They're actually spending the time and resources to get this right and basically minimalize as much tweaking and repairing and maintenance upon release as humanly possible. Obviously, nothing's going to be bug-free. That's impossible. You're always going to have bugs in a game. There's always going to be a bug with code somewhere along the line, whether it's how minuscule it is, something ain't going to work right. Regardless if it affects gameplay or performance or graphics, whatever it may be, there will be a compromise. There will be a compromise in a line of code somewhere. That's just part of game development. It's just the whole process. So, yeah. I don't know if there's anything else for me to really talk about. Gameplay you're seeing on screen right now, Danger Zone Rogue. That's a recent game I've gotten into. I'll probably be playing that with my friends or just by myself. I might just be like making videos about me fucking having aneurysms while playing this game, because you can see by the way my mouse cursor is moving sometimes in this game. I'm fucking yelling at my monitor. I'm just yelling fucking gamer word after gamer word after gamer word after, you know, goyim, goy slop, whatever the fucking whatever you want to use, whatever racial, quote-unquote racial based term you want to use, I'm yelling at the fucking monitor, and I don't give a shit. I really don't. That's another thing too, is if somehow my channel gets big enough, I'm never gonna monetize it. Never. Because it's never gonna happen, because I'm very explicit. I don't like the TOS that YouTube has on their platform, yet I use it anyways because it's the biggest platform there is to reach a bigger audience. I'm always going to be honest with the way I think, how I talk. It's just, I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck. If my channel is like teetering on the line of being banned through whatever it may be, obviously I'll be notified by that. I'll make backup channels or whatever, not on the same platform but elsewhere. But that's the fucking shot in the dark, but whatever. You understand what I'm getting at. You know what I mean. But basically, this is just my plan going forward, is that, in a nutshell, I want to dedicate more time to this. I want to dedicate my channel to one certain thing at the time, so it's easier for me to manage my time and know what I gotta do here and there. It's just going to be easier for me overall, which means it's going to be easier for me to do things like recording, streaming, editing, whatever it may be for my channel. And as I have said before, but I don't think I've clearly stated, I will be playing Danger Zone Rogue in the meantime, whether it be streaming alone or with my friends, or just recording alone or with my friends, whatever it may be, just something for me to do. I'm not gonna have a regular upload schedule. That's never gonna happen. That's just never gonna happen. I'm never gonna have a regular upload schedule. But yeah, I think that's pretty much it. I think I've touched on all the topics I want to touch on. I'm not sure what else is there to really talk about. I've been just kind of been riffing here and there. I think that's pretty much it. I think that's all I really wanted to talk about. But anyways, thank you for coming to my TED Talk and, you know, listening to the ranting and ravings of a schizophrenic that doesn't take his meds. And, yeah, goodbye, gamers. See you in the next one. Commander Crunk signing off.